Good. Crypto is braced for a $15.5 trillion Wall Street earthquake aftershock. But what would and does that mean for Ecomi, Veve, Bitcoin, and the other cryptos? Also, we are going to talk about something that is coming very, very soon for Veve, and apparently is a big deal, at least in my opinion. And we are going to talk a little bit about the broader crypto market, obviously the charts. So, good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. I got my coffee locked and loaded, ready to go over the news. $15 trillion earthquake, the charts, the markets, all of that in today's issue, and all of that right after the intro. So, good morning. I hope you guys have your coffee in hand, coffee locked and loaded. Nick Batchelor is here. Aloha from Hawaii. Well, I don't think there are many better places to live than Hawaii, probably. Although, isn't that where you have some pretty wild fires at the moment? I read something, but I'm not quite sure if it's there. Good morning, Felipe, also there, guys. Please make sure to smash up the like button right now to get more people in here. Once you smash the like button, the YouTube algorithm understands that it has to distribute the live stream, so I would really appreciate that. Also, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Tick the little bell to always get notified. Yes, on Maui. Horrible. Yeah, that's what I figured. I read about this, I heard about this. I also heard there are some weird, or what weird, but some theories around why this is happening. Not sure though. I didn't read anything in more deeper into it, just some headlines. Anyways, it's horrible for everyone who lost basically everything there. And yeah, I hope it's getting better soon, and I hope you're not affected, Nick. I want to quickly use the moment to thank my rare hodlers, my channel members. So the rare hodlers here on the screen are the people that are subscribed as channel members, supporting me every month, sponsoring this channel, making it possible. So thank you all for doing that. And if you want to become a rare hodler, it's simply enough to just subscribe as a channel member to my channel. But you don't have to. Simple like is also very, very fine. Let's jump into the news. Nick Batchelor says, hoping Veve does a drop to help them. Yeah, we have seen something like this already for the earthquake in Turkey, right? Or at least that there was the idea, but I think the only charity drop that we ever had was the Ukraine one. Not quite sure though. But yeah, let's go from macro into micro. So let's start out with the crypto market, or with the broader market as always. So I found this headline and I think it's very interesting. So it says here, crypto now braced for a 15.5 trillion September Wall Street earthquake, aftershock, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and crypto price crash. And by the way, good morning, Jordan. As you can see already in the title, I bought more, but we are going to discuss this a little bit later when we are talking about Ecomi and the reasons why. So I completely forgot in the beginning to say that this is also the reason for this video. Anyways. So Bitcoin and other major cryptocurrencies, including Ethereum and XRP, suffered a sudden price crash this week following a stock crypto warning. So this was already 2 days ago. But the Bitcoin price had rocketed into 2023, but had seen its rally stall. Traders fret the Federal Reserve could be about to stage the greatest rug pull ever. So now, after the US Securities and Exchange Commission delayed its decision on a closely watched spot Bitcoin exchange traded fund, so ETF, application by Cathie Wood, ARK Invest. The Bitcoin and crypto market is braced for a flurry of SEC spot Bitcoin ETF decisions led by the world's largest asset manager, BlackRock. We are coming to this a little bit later because at the same time there is a big buying going on that has nothing to do with the patient hodler. But we are going to look into this as well. So stay tuned, smash the like button, because we are getting to it one by one. So a US listed spot Bitcoin ETF could be meaningful as it would be associated with a significant market push that could benefit all asset classes, says this Marcus Thielen, head of research at Matrixport. And then the SEC is slated to make an approve, deny, or delay. So this is important. They have several deadlines, and they can react to these deadlines with direct approval. Then they don't have to look into it anymore. They can deny it, and I think maybe you can, if they deny it, there's probably also the possibility to refile, and they can delay it. And the last time that they delayed it was because of a miswording. So they were like, okay, we're going to delay the ARK Invest decision. There was already one delay, right? It happened with the instruction to reword a minor part in the filing. So and then everyone reworded automatically to not get a delay on this. So yeah, now we see decision on the last on the least 5 spot Bitcoin ETF bids in early September from asset managers that look after a combined of 15.5 trillion. A decision on BlackRock's game-changing June spot Bitcoin ETF filing is due just a day later, alongside bids from Fidelity, VanEck, WisdomTree, and Evasco and crypto asset manager Grayscale. Now, this number is important, not because I think Forbes completely misused it. They put 15.5 trillion under asset management or assets under management together with crypto and Bitcoin in the headline and called it an earthquake aftershock. So everyone panicking, right? But the truth is that these are assets that are under management, and what you should rather look at is if they approve the Bitcoin ETF and you just say, okay, in the long run, maybe in their financial instruments, in their ETFs, there are also ETFs where you can buy different things, and then a minor fraction of those ETFs is Bitcoin. That still is a big effect, right? If you only pick a couple of percent or a 0 point something percent of 15.5 trillion, you still end up with a very big money inflow into the market. So a decision on BlackRock's game-changing June spot Bitcoin ETF filing is due just a day later, alongside bids from Fidelity. So I already said that. So all of these are the biggest players in the industry, right? Investors are eagerly awaiting the SEC's verdict on the Grayscale ETF and BlackRock applications in September. So these are the ones that are coming up. Anticipations are that the decision on both applications might be postponed, potentially leading to investor disappointment. I think if you would make a poll, then probably everyone is betting on postpone. So I think that would actually not move the market very much. I think unexpected would be approval and denial at the moment. So while current news has revolved around spot Bitcoin filings, realistically there may be still a long time to approval. It seems that ARK is trying to make use of the current resources and continue to expand its current lineup of crypto funds while keeping its eye on the goal of the spot Bitcoin ETF. So yeah, ARK Invest is there front running the whole thing. More ETFs will bring more liquidity to the crypto market and will stimulate market growth. Also, crypto will be better integrated into the financial system. Investors will have a wider variety of investment instruments available for portfolio diversification. I cannot stress enough on this channel how much that actually would mean. Because, I mean, if basically everyone everywhere is more passively, I mean, have you already bought an ETF? Then think back, how many of the shares included in the ETF do you know? We're now talking about an ETF that is 100% spot Bitcoin. But once that is allowed, you will also have the mixed ETF, right? So yeah, is it true Veve hiring 100 new people? Yeah, I think it's true. I think it's true. Okay, so here we go. So in less than 2 weeks, the SEC has to comment on 7 spot Bitcoin ETF applications from the likes of BlackRock, VanEck, and so on. So here it is, just so you can see. So you see here, there is a first deadline, a second deadline, a third, and a final deadline. And so the SEC doesn't have to make a decision right away. And the first deadline for ARK Invest was the 29th of June, because they were the first one to file. Actually, I think the second deadline here, I don't know why it's not marked red, because I believe that on the 13th of August, they have delayed on the ARK Invest ETF again. So they've postponed decision, and I think for then the next deadline is 11/11 or something in the beginning of the year. Now, what is coming up is the second, the first, the second, and the 4th of September. So all of the other ones are heading into the first deadline, and they have already revamped their wording in the filing. So now the SEC needs to find another reason to postpone these ETFs. I cannot stress enough what would happen if all of these get denied. I think it really would crash the crypto market big time. That doesn't mean that it won't recover, or doesn't mean that there would be a new bottom for Bitcoin, but I think we would have a very significant retracement. And by the way, I just also want to highlight here that Valkyrie Bitcoin Fund chose the ticker BR. This is probably the best marketing that you can have once yours get approved, right? And yes, that would be very, very big. Now I'm talking about this, and I want to connect this to what we have read so far. So this is from Whale Chart, and they said, breaking: an unknown entity has rapidly accumulated over 3 billion worth of Bitcoin in less than 3 months, about to become the 3rd biggest BTC address in the world. I have not yet looked into on-chain data, but the mere fact that no one here says fake news, I think there are always in crypto the ones that look into that. I just take this headline for what it is. So if that is true, right, the 3 billion, and someone also is jokingly saying here, yes, unknown entity, unknown to us because we cannot say for sure, but the theory is that these 3 billion worth is one of these big players, and with the biggest likelihood, it's BlackRock, right? So could it be that into these filings, these one of these companies has just built up a big wallet and just stacks Bitcoin as crazy? On the other hand, you have to see, if you are BlackRock and you want to hide it, why would you put everything in one wallet? Yeah, right. We have seen that in many cryptos, that the biggest whales, if they don't want to be known how much they have, they are just building up several hundreds or thousands of wallets with parts of this. And then in the end, they pull it all together to reveal that they are actually just a network of wallets. So if that happens, 3 billion and being the 3rd biggest wallets just in a couple of months, that is an institution. That is fact, right? and it's probably an institution that has to do with this, and it's probably BlackRock. That's just what I want to say. It's probably BlackRock. Or it is one of the other ones like Fidelity or so, but it's probably BlackRock. Jordan says Bitcoin is going to 1 billion by 2038. Only note is inflation might be a lot by then. Yeah, exactly. So if you have hyperinflation, then then this is also how accidentally Keval's $10 OMI could become true, right? With hyperinflation on the dollar. Now Bitcoin news. 450,785 of the 500,000 Bitcoin transactions over the past 24 hours were ordinals related, accounting for 85% of Bitcoin's activity. Ordinals are not dead. In fact, ordinals are making massive waves on Bitcoin and bringing the use up of Bitcoin. So very interesting to see that. And ordinals are basically the NFTs on Bitcoin, and that is also something where I would say, hey, let's keep a closer look on this, because I mean it's in the end NFTs. So let's see what is happening. Is the new NFT wave happening also on Bitcoin, right? Not only on the established, more established ERC20s, right? Good morning, Sven, Jennings. What is going on? Glad to have you here, guys. 15 people here. Smash up the like button to call another 15 people here into the chat. PH confirms $10 only 15 minutes in his 3:45 stream on Wednesday, 23rd of August. Screenshot this. Yeah, clip this once it's happening. And then we call Keval on the channel that is going to tell you, I told you so. And yeah, that part, there we go. Very true. Smash the like, guys. 14 watching, only 4 likes. Do it. I wouldn't say probably it's only 4 likes. I don't want to say this, but sometimes also it's because you don't refresh anymore, so then the likes don't go up. But if the ones that didn't smash the like could do that, I would be very happy. Now I closed a tab that I wanted to show you guys by accident, but we are going to go with this one. There we go. I don't remember what the other one was, so I cannot pull it up. But we have this chart here with the bull boxes. This is the run up for Bitcoin, and the run ups in every bull market, right? Just fit into the same size of boxes that are less and less inclined, which has to do with diminishing returns. And according to trader Tardigrade, this bull box has started now, or has started already a couple of months ago with the run up here earlier in this year. And we have retraced to the bottom of this bull box here right now, but we are not even close to where we could be with this bull box, right? So what he's basically saying, and he always has this target of around 200,000, is that basically this some kind of a stock to flow like model is leading up to around 200,000. Actually, on his chart, that's above 260,000 actually, but he marks it as 200,000. There we go. With a 15,000 low. So $5, $200, 3,000 and 15,000 low. You could ask yourself, if we are running up to 200K, what would be our next bear market low, right? And that's the least where we want to accumulate to, right, in the numbers. But anyways, that's that. Let's quickly look at the gainers and losers. We have Bad Idea AI, Polymath, and SafeMoon. And the biggest losers: Blocks, Harry Potter, Obama, Pac-Man, 8 Inu, I don't know what's going on with these coins. Before there's also the Harry Potter Obama Penguin 10 Inu, and they're all pumping. Anyways, I have no idea. By the way, guys, if I don't know if meme coin season is already over or not, but yeah, let's quickly look at the top 100 because that's a little bit more normalized, let's say. So Hedera and Optimism are leading the day, and Avalanche and Injective and CurveDAO are having worse days. Polygon is also down. For me, classically, these are things where I could see a DCA, right, for myself. So I'm bullish on all of these here, right? Avalanche, Injective, Polygon, Cosmos, Filecoin. The rest not so much there, but so this could be for me to throw a couple of dollars into these, like a DCA, right? Let's take another angle here. This is a thing that is happening right now. Akash network is pumping. Yeah. On the week we see altcoins deep in the red. They have not recovered from the crashing market. I have been showing this, and I will show it repeatedly because we need to see what's going on if it loads. Okay, thanks for that. That was not the plan. Yeah, so the NASDAQ, right? Why the NASDAQ? Because the NASDAQ seems to be correlated at the moment with crypto, and now we see that there is a slight sign of at least a relief, right, in this crash. Now I've started to pull this up right when it broke here, not because I found this and because I'm just such a genius trader. No. I'm not a trader at all, by the way. As you can see from the channel name, I'm a hodler. But I pulled this up because Michael Burry went short on the NASDAQ. And I think, and not with a little bit of money, with 93% of his portfolio. And now these bids are up by, I don't know what, but I think almost 4% or so. It was up on the steepest retracement. So Michael Burry has shorted this right when this broke, and now this has led to a significant correction that led, in my opinion, to broader markets suffer. And that also led to Bitcoin losing its levels, as we can see here. We still have a lot of lines. Yesterday we deleted the cup and handle pattern because, in my opinion, there's no reason to have that. But, and we are going to stick only very short here in this Bitcoin chart because Bitcoin is holding the support that we outlined yesterday. Okay. Wait a second. Is TradingView just down? Did we lose TradingView? Let's see. Oh, there we go. I don't know why this is now jumping always into the 4-hourly, but here we go. So we have this major previous, it was overhead resistance. Now we have this big resistance here. And so far we are holding this for Bitcoin. The confluence level is very high on this one. So if you look at this box that I drew in, it's basically since the first try to break above the second. When we broke it, we flipped it into support, and now it's support. Important thing is that we hold the support. If we don't, and this is a big if, why is this not going away? So there we go. So what, obviously there could be a continuing waterfall, right? So like this, and if we don't hold it, then I see this at least coming down first to 24,000. There's a little bit more noisy area here from this level, but then afterwards we would come back very, very deep, like to this level here, to the 20,000. So we don't want to see this this fall. But if you look at the indicator, right? Oh, you didn't see this. 1 second. If we look at the indicators down there, you see, Can I make this full screen? There we go. This is the RSI on the day. So in my opinion, if you want to buy Bitcoin, this could be a really good point to buy some Bitcoin before we continue moving up. This could be really good. So let's just put a line in here, because we can go back in the RSI and see when this was the last time. And the last time this happened, the RSI was so deep, so oversold, was in somewhere around March 20. So what it shows here is 11th of March 20, right? So yeah, these all did not touch, right? Not even in the bear market, not once in the bear market, not once during the previous bull market we have been in such an oversold territory on the daily. So yeah, that's just what I found very, very interesting. If you give a shit about indicators, obviously we already know that Season 3 OG, for example, that is watching here, or was watching at least, said that he is not so much into indicators, but I think that one at least is interesting. Yeah, so I could see if this, and this seems to be holding together with the oversold, I'll probably buy a little bit more Bitcoin here as well. Not going to look, actually going to look just quickly into the dollar, because it is interesting. Is this correct? Yes, there we go. So this is good, right? This is very, very, very good to see. So the dollar has rallied, and now it seems to hit its head on this resistance line, and we are also having a downtrend, yeah, of lower highs, and we are still having also lower lows. So overall, the trend is still down for the dollar, right? Which is good, because if the dollar collapses, Bitcoin is going up better, yeah. So Jordan says, yeah, charts are a bit boring for me. That's fine. You still have to look at them, I believe, but maybe not. The fundamentals are ultimately more interesting. I agree. But here's the thing. Actually, this tells a story, right? This chart on the dollar tells a story. It tells the story of people moving in and out of the dollar while they are moving in and out of their assets. So it's not about the formation in itself. So I'm not one of the super radical traders that are, or TA guys or chart analysts that says you don't even have to look at news because this tells it all. But it tells a story of that actually no one is really bullish on the dollar at the moment, because otherwise they would just move in and ride this wave up on the dollar. But the fact of the matter is that we have a downtrend in the dollar, so people are moving back into assets, although in waves, right? And I think that is, for me, always the DXY was one of the most important indicators to see. Also to see if the bear market is ending or not, and so on. So for example, you have bear market, bear market, bear market, bear market, bear market. You lose support, bull market starts, right? At least in my opinion. And the Bitcoin bottom that we had so far is right here. So this is the DXY tells the story of the money flow. But yes, let's go to the main part here. I have bought more OMI. Why did I do that? There are a couple of reasons for it. First of all, The first reason, how do I start? I will make a video later on this to get it more compressed for everyone. But how do I start? So you see these wicks here, right? We are in OMI now. Let me just refresh because I never can draw here. So there we go. And by the way, there's also big one, bullish one from Veve that I need to share with you guys right after that. But yeah, let's go into the 4 hourly so we can see it better. So we have the symmetrical triangle. It didn't break yet. Usually I would say, let's see where it breaks, there or there, and then we go in. But we see these wicks here, right? These are all of them. If you look on chain, or if you look at the movement, this wick here was a combined $600,000 dollar purchase from one or more whales. And later in the video I will show some screenshots, but I will share this already here with you. I have the suspicion that there is something coming, like a bigger Ecomi news, utility rollout, or something like that, just because of the wicks, right? Because the other days that we saw volumes like this, or a purchase stack like this, was on the 14th of August, which was right here, so directly before the run up. Yeah, Jordan says, appreciate your work anyways, bro. Thanks, man. And we appreciate yours, so make sure to follow, to subscribe to Jordan Reed's channel. Make sure to tune into Around the Ecomiverse whenever it is up. And we are going to have a fantastic time in the next bull run. I cannot wait for the bull run. Blaze says, pack those crypto bags. Not too long till halving. Bull might come sooner if ETFs approved in March, April 24. People may try front run. March, April 24th. People try to front. Yeah, for sure. I think people try to front run. Yeah, so back to the story. So if you see there was a whale purchase right at the 14th. So, and that was somewhere here, right? And then right after, the price shot up tremendously. And then there was another whale purchase back here at the 30th. So here, right? So here's a whale purchase, and here's a whale purchase, and now we have here this whale purchase. Or let's say at this wick right here. So whale purchase. This one not short after led to Ecomi coming out of this accumulation range. This one led to the massive Ecomi run up, and this one makes me think that the likelihood of this symmetrical breaking to the upside is way higher than to the downside. Doesn't mean that you guys have to buy more, but I increased my so basically I increased by 50%, right? So I had 2 million, I put another million on top. It's a 30% more if you want to see it from that side, but it from the perspective of only 2 million OMI, that's big. Why? So for me, and this is also important for me, this is a turnaround, right? Because I said in the last streams what my criteria is. My criteria was that we come over this resistance here. I told you in every stream on all these days that I want to see this resistance broken. Well, it broke. Then when it broke, I told you guys that I want to see there a higher low and then continue. If you go back, I literally drew it in like this. So I wanted to see that. Now this happened. It bounced here. It's coming up together with all of this information. I have to stick to my own rules, right? And my own rules said, if this happens, I buy more. So I bought more. Now, that is only my rules, my personal mindset, and how I want to act. And yes, I bought, I don't know how many percent more. from here. If I had bought in this accumulation range, I would have 20% more OMI. That's true, but I have my criteria, and this went also very good for me. Besides the 1 million that I bought in the very degenerate bull run because I didn't know anything, I had established these criteria afterwards, right? So if we look at the whole Ecomi chart, I bought a lot of the stuff here because I thought there will be more upside. But then it started crashing, right? And then I stopped buying basically all the way. And you guys are testimony to this because I didn't buy here, 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 and then I bought a little bit in this accumulation range, and now I bought a lot here. So why do I say this? Not, hey, look at me, I'm like the smartest guy in the world. No, but I have established criteria for me, and this criteria didn't meet here, 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 and here. And here my criteria was I want to have at least 1 million OMI just in case. Because at this point in time here, although that every normal person today, or at least me, would said, oh, this didn't work out, right? Everyone here at the time, I promise you, was so insanely bullish on OMI and Veve that they thought there will be exchanges coming and this will rally once more. Now, we got heavily dumped on here, and now people are averaging down. Hopefully to see this, right? For me, it was not so important if I get these 20% out. For me, it was important to not buy all of these levels. And I didn't, and I'm happy about it, because had I acted in this way that I buy every dip, I would have entries here, 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 and I prefer it this way, right? I prefer to lose out on the 20% than buy at 0004 or something like that once again. Yeah, there we go. That's about my Ecomi. So I have right now 3.15 million or so, I think, or I think it's 3.1 million OMI. That's my number. Transparent for you. Video coming hopefully later today. Also, this was posted by God's entry in the first pump. Also, he said it basically. You had in the time for OMI a triple top, price crashed. Now you have a triple bottom, price reversed. Trend reversal after 19 months. They say TA doesn't work. So yeah, you see God's entry is also looking at charts because he is a very experienced trader. I think makes sense to follow him on Twitter. Yeah. News for Ecomi and Veve, let's talk about it. First of all, this came out yesterday and has for sure something to do with the big purchase, I think. How to add OMI to MetaMask. I don't know why they released this as a Medium article, but they did. So they're basically explaining what MetaMask is, and they are also adding, having a guide how to add OMI to the MetaMask wallet. I think there is a lot going on in terms of preparation for whatever is coming, right? Jordan says, go PH, get that OMI. Got to go now, but enjoy the show, guys. Yeah, okay. Thank you for being here, Jordan. See you around, or see you around the Ecomiverse. Luke says, morning from Sicily. Oh, so you're really close by in terms of like world dimensions. Greetings to Sicily. I hope you have a wonderful holidays. If you are by chance in Germany, then let me know. Maybe we can meet. How to add, so this came out, how to add OMI to MetaMask. Now I have to quickly go full cam because I want to pull something up that I haven't pulled up yet, and that is the other big news that I just saw right before the stream. There we go. So here we go. Brockmac Blockchain posted comics in Veveverse. So he has Veveverse access, and he is basically saying that comics are comics in showrooms. Basically, comics in Veveverse is confirmed. So if this is true, then and not many people have seen this yet, and he is the only one that posted about it. So only 500 people have seen this. So potentially there is a run up. Now we could say, is this the reason why this mega whale here is purchasing so many comics before that? Did he know or suspect that this was happening? Because he started buying again. By the way, you see this whale, 21,891. So he started buying again. He is heading to 22,000 and he's not stopping anytime soon. So this is absolutely crazy. He's buying comics left and right. Comics are trading at 2 gems. I don't know how much money and funds this had. Nobody knows who Bezos man is, but he's just buying cheap comics, commons, uncommons, rares, sometimes ultra rares, and 1 or 2 secret rares at a time. Net accumulation for the last 7 days is up to 1,000 once again, and also the net accumulation throughout the top 23 is positive. And then we see number 24 is the guy that is offloading everything basically at the moment. Once this guy is stopping, there could be also floors shooting up once again, because I don't know, he's probably flooring a lot of very cheap stuff. But also minting like crazy. 53. Yeah. So back to this. So comics and Veveverse. Now, I was always bullish, and I told this many times in the videos and streams on the comics. I follow the strategy of comics more than collectibles. So I've close to 400 comics. Most of them secret rare, ultra, not most of them, but 16 secret rares, around 30 ultra Veve exclusive ultra rares, and so on. Many rares. Why was I so bullish on comics? So first of all, they have a very big international, worldwide collectors base that already knows their real world values for those comics. So they have a reference, and these references they're pretty high. They also know about scarcity. They understand. They understand the concept of scarcity. They understand how the price works, how the comic industry works, and they are very passionate. So that is the first point. The second point is secret rares and ultra rares are extremely scarce compared to the numbers that you could expect in the app in a bull market. So this is why I am focusing on the scarce ones. And the third one was, throughout the last 2 years, that comics, besides being readable in AR, had no utility and implementation whatsoever with all the other mechanics in the Veve app. So there was no possibility to use them in showrooms. There was nothing attached to them, and they were not part of any burn events or anything else. So that means also, like Ecomi in comparison to the crypto space, also comics are the collectibles that have the most catalysts still in front of them. Because all of that which is coming for the normal collectibles could theoretically all come for comics as well. So now if comics are coming in the Veveverse, that is a big catalyst, and this catalyst has already kicked in, so it's already priced in the other collectibles, but not in the comics. So now all the showroom builders can also use the comics, can use the secret rares. You can flex with secret rares in showrooms, so that means that probably there is selling pressure coming into these once people know about this. He's the only one that I found that posted about this. There are only 556 views, and probably not everyone really read it. So you guys are the first ones to know about this, right? Yeah. So he said he just says, I said what I said. Can they go on the wall? In a car, in a boat, on a wall, in a hall. So apparently you can just place them everywhere. In a mall, bathroom stall, in a mall as that Deadpool whale about his bathroom store, but also at a ball, big or small, they covered it all. So a lot of rhyming going on there. Yeah. So they ask, really 1,000%? You serious? Are they readable? So yeah, I mean, I don't think he's trolling, to be honest. I don't think he's trolling, and that's great. Comics in Veveverse, smash the like button, guys, if you like that, if you want to see comics in Veveverse. Now, on that notice, I ran through all of these news, and we have to quickly look at the VV stuff, what is new. So today we're going to get this Hulk drop, the Ogrima Guard of World of Warcraft. So this is Planet Hulk, animated digital collectible. The fourth Hulk is dropping on Tuesday, which is today, 8 a.m. PT. Collect all four to get the airdrop and so on. I think it's pretty scarce. I think it will sell out in an instant. Probably I'm not getting anything. Yesterday I did miss out on the Lion King, but as we can see on the market, it's pretty cheap, so I can buy it anytime. The only bad thing is that I don't get the pen, so I have to buy the pen on the market as well. Yeah, then there's the Silicon for Silicon video from Metaverse Live. Recommend to watch that one if you're interested in the stuff. And then there are also sweepstakes on TikTok at the moment, so there is a giveaway. They are giving away, I think they give away the Hulks, probably. Good morning from Hamburg. Greetings to Hamburg. I just was close to that on the weekend. I was first in Hanover and then also in Bremen. So I drove past that. But a couple of weeks ago we were in Hamburg as well. Yeah, so that's basically this. So the big one is the Hulk coming up now, and then we'll see what the airdrop is actually. So, but don't FOMO too much in, because we have seen with Thanos what happens if you buy for hundreds of gems, collectibles to get an airdrop, and then you see that you can buy the airdrop cheaper than all of the material. So if you're only into the airdrop, if you're willing to stack all the Hulks, that's also fine. But yeah, could be a good opportunity to participate in this one. But that's it. That's it, guys. Guys, thank you all for tuning in today's episode of Crypto Morning Coffee. It's a little bit shorter than usually. I hope you liked the news. I hope you liked the explanation why I bought more Ecomi. I hope you're excited about the comics and showrooms in the Veveverse. I hope you are excited about buying opportunities in the crypto market. That is for sure. So smash up the like button if you haven't yet. There are 18 people here. There are not enough likes on this stream, so please smash up the like button. That would be really important for me. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and tick the little bell to get notified when I go online. We are going to have amazing times in front of us with Bitcoin, Ecomi, crypto, Veveverse, and so on. So yeah. So wherever you are on the world, have yourselves a great morning, evening, day.